Hello guys, and welcome to another fun episode of Match Recap. In this video I'll be doing a review of the game between Apostle Flex, the Flex Master himself, against the young boss Anthony. Great history between these two, great friends, so they know each other's play styles very well. It promised to be an exciting game. Not really sure who the favorite would be in this particular game. I think it's a very good matchup. Both guys, in terms of skill level, are very competent. Plus the added factor of being friends and having played each other in friendlies over time. They're used to playing each other. They know how each other play. So it's a hard one to call, but it also promised to be an exciting game. Let's get into the action. So it was Shatta that would have the upper hand. He's playing at home from left to right. See Eriksson picking up the ball here. Shatta in the blue plays a nice, beautiful through ball to Callum Wilson. What a pass from Eriksson, what an assist. Eriksson doing what Eriksson does, assisting, creating openings for strikers to finish off. Usually assisting Harry Kane in real life, but on this occasion assisting Callum Wilson. The overpowered Callum Wilson with his informed card. And that's a banging finish, 1-0 to Shatta. Anthony had an opportunity to equalize with Paul Pogba, but there's a chance that went begging, and here's that opportunity here. Look at Bailly, look how far Bailly is pushed up. Bakayoko there, playing Pogba through with a nice pass there, but Pogba smashed it against the post, and unfortunately Anthony is unable to equalize. That for me was a chance of the half. Really should have been 1-1 at that point. But Anthony would eventually get his equalizer, and here's how he got it. Winning the ball back there in the middle of the park, Rashford, a nice fake stop, creating some space for himself, playing through Danny Rose to Griezmann, and you know Anthony and Antoine Griezmann, they have a beautiful relationship between the controller and the animated character of Griezmann. Once that ball gets to Griezmann's feet in the box, he's really not going to miss. 90% of the time is going to be a goal. And that was the same on this occasion. 1-1, game on. And at halftime, it was still, going into halftime, it was still 1-1. Let's take a look at the halftime stats and see how the game has played out so far. So at halftime we can see that it's a goal apiece. Anthony looks like he's created more opportunities. He's had 3 shots on goal as opposed to Shatta's 1, and Shatta scoring from his only shot on target. Anthony's had 3 shots on target and scored from 1. Anthony's had the majority of the possession, just slightly more than Shatta. And in terms of pass accuracy, Anthony a little bit more accurate with his passing, but Shatta having 100% shot accuracy, to no surprise, because the only shot he had went in, in contrast to Anthony's 33% shot accuracy. So a fairly even game at half time, and let's see what happens in the second half. So second half proceeds, and almost straight off of kickoff in the second half, Shatta takes the lead again. Playing the full ball to Callum Wilson there, lays it off to Dembele. Back to Shatta. And Eriksson finding himself in a bit of space and is able to put the shot away. Shatta there running to the camera to taunt Anthony, blowing him a kiss. Just to get under his skin a little bit. We all love those celebrations, don't we? And Shatta regains the lead with Christian Eriksen. Eriksen proving to be a very key player in Shatta's squad. It could have been 3-1 to Shatta, actually, Again, Ericsson involved in this particular opportunity. Really and truly should have been 3-1, and the game should have been done and dusted at this point. Look at Ericsson finding himself almost one-on-one with the keeper. You expect with that those sliding shots sometimes usually goes in, but it's always going to be tough to beat De Gea. Very OP goalkeeper, and unfortunately De Gea smothers it, and it goes out for a corner. Shatta unable to convert on that particular occasion, but that's how the game would end. It ended 2-1 to Shatta, and that was all she wrote. Shatta taking the 3 points in the first game. So that's how the first game ended. Let's get into the second game. I'm just going to confirm that I'm still recording. Okay, yes, recording is still going on. So in the second game, Anthony had, he had a lot of work to do, because obviously he lost 3 points in the first game, and he would be looking to get some revenge, because he wouldn't want Shatta to take all 6 points from him. And in the second game, Anthony really established authority right from the get-go, and he would draw first blood again. Griezmann playing that beautiful. What a vision there from Griezmann to spot Mbappe almost at the far post. I thought Griezmann was going to take a driven shot from that position, because he was pretty much through on goal and a great chance of converting. But credit to him for spotting Mbappe in acres of space. Plays in through, and Mbappe pretty much a tap in from that distance. Anthony goes up 1-0, and it would be more of the same from Anthony. Ruin the fact that he wasn't able to do himself justice in the first game. He wasn't playing games in this particular second leg. He wanted to really show that the first leg was a fluke. Mbappe again played through there, finds himself, what a beautiful chip. Just how cheeky is that, eh? Well, but that's what you get when you rush your keeper out. Mbappe spotting the keeper's run, rushing towards goal, and he just chips it over him. 2-0 to Anthony, and Shatta really on the ropes at this point. They would go into half-time with the scores at 2-0. Let's just take a look at the half-time stats. Again, stats-wise, game 2 also looked very equal. Both guys having 2 shots on goal. Only this time, Anthony's the one that's converting the chances. It's almost a contrast to what happened in the first game. They swapped roles where Shatta was converting everything that he had, and this time around Anthony's converting. He's had 2 shots, converted 2. Shatta's had 2 shots and converted none. Funny enough, Shatta also dominated possession, just like Anthony dominated possession in the first game, but came out on the losing side on the first half. So literally a role reversal in this second game. Anthony having 100% shot accuracy, and passing accuracy pretty much even at 86 and 88%, and that's how the first half went. And unfortunately for Shatta, it was more of the same in the second half. Anthony really dominating this game, and we'll pick it up here. Rooney picking up the ball, finding Griezmann, and he just bangs it. Defenders have gone to sleep. They didn't close down fast enough. They didn't put any pressure on Griezmann, gave him time to turn and shoot, and when you do that to Griezmann with that left foot of his, it's going in the back of the net, mate. So not really, I'm sure Shatta will feel a bit disappointed with his defending. They haven't done so well in the first half. But if you fall asleep in this game, you will get punished. Shatta would manage to pull one back. And let's see how that opportunity came. So we see Hazard picking up the ball there. Good hold up play. Moui to Rooney. Rooney back to Moui. Keeper saves. Force for Mbappe. And he taps home. But that proved to be nothing more than a consolation for Shatta. he was hoping probably to keep it at a respectable gap and not let Anthony run away with it. But after conceding that goal, Anthony decided to make some changes just to make sure that he doesn't end up letting this game slip away from him. And the changes he made were effective, as he would be able to get an additional goal on the stroke of full time. And let's take a look at how that goal came. In the 90th minute, game is pretty much done, but just to rub some salt into the injury, Pogba playing through Griezmann. Look at that, nice little skill move there, and it's that danger man again, Griezmann. You give him space to shoot in the box, and especially when you're playing against Anthony. Anthony really knows how to manipulate this card, and time again he's proven to be the talisman in the hand of Anthony, gets him goal after goal, and he's done the same thing again, rubbing salt into the injury, and it's finished 4-1 to Anthony. Anthony getting his revenge from the first game with a beautiful performance in the second. And that was all she wrote. Shatta taking 3 points in the first, Anthony taking 3 points in the second. Well done to both guys. Let's take a quick look at the table. This is how things currently stand. Kweku still at the top of the league, having now completed his games. Matthew in second place, also having completed his games. And it's looking very... That second spot isn't sure for Matthew yet, because Alex still has a couple of games in hand, and there's only 1 point separating Matthew and Alex. So if Alex is able to get anything out of his remaining games, he could secure second spot. Hus, after a very fast start, is still kind of maintaining a position in the top 4, but has kind of dropped off the pace a little bit, showing that the race is not to the swift. It's about enduring to the end. At the bottom, Daniel's dropped out of the league, so he's at the bottom. Pete and Blue, Larry finding themselves towards the bottom of the table, and Anthony also having dropped off the pace a little bit, but still has a couple of games to turn that around. Myself also having dropped a little bit, but still having another 6 games remaining to hopefully turn that around and get some more points on the board. But as things stand, this is how it is at the moment. I think we have 1 more week left in the league to wrap up all the games before we officially crown Kweku the champion of the league for our inaugural season. And that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you for viewing. Like, subscribe, share. Until next time, take care of yourself. Peace.